Oh, and we're live again.
Hi, guys.
Good evening. It is 5 o'clock. This is Live at 5 with Make My Food Awesome.
It sure is, and it's
Showing you the cocktail this time. You're going to have to tune in at another time to get the recipe for this one. This is actually, I created this recipe today, and it's called Won't You Be Brine Cocktail.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers.
As you can see, there's a pickle in there. That's where the brine comes from.
It's really good.
It's very good. Got a little bite to it, which is nice.
It does. It's different. It's not, I don't think it's a drink you drink all night long, but.
I would.
Oh, you'd be in sorry shape the next day, I would think. But it's different. It's very,
Yes.
surprisingly, it's refreshing.
Yes, it's very refreshing.
It's
so
different.
We're not going to talk too much about that. We're going to set these aside. And we're going to get right into what today is. And Tricia, what is today?
Sorry, you caught me with the pickle.
Took a pickle in your mouth. So,
well, first of all, before we go any further, I do want to dedicate today's episode.
Yes.
We're going to dedicate it to my kids because they love chocolate and they love Stranger Things. So I'm wearing my Stranger Things shirt for them.
Everyone out there loves Stranger Things too.
Oh, well, yes, lots of people do.
And we love Stranger Things.
Yes, we do. So today we're dedicating this episode because it's all about chocolate and Stranger Things. And the kids.
Shout out to Josh, Luke, and Emma.
And Ben.
And Ben. Oh, hey, Ben.
And Miss Heather.
Yes. Well, she's not a child, but I'm sure that I know that she probably likes.
Oh, she loves Stranger Things. She's a fan too. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hi,
hey, Tracy. So what we have today is we have two fun, very chocolatey recipes that we're going to be doing. One, which is a very interesting recipe, is a vegan. Oh, there's the timer and letting us know that we're preheated. But we're doing a vegan fudgy black bean brownie.
Yeah, and the kids won't even know you put black beans in there.
Well, they will now that we told them.
But if you cook them at home, they won't know. It's healthy fiber, chocolate.
And then what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be making an avocado chocolate pudding. It sounds really weird, but again, you're putting your veggies in there. It's healthy, and it gives you a lot of healthy plant oils with it. So
yes. And I can't wait for both of them mixed. Well, I'm sure we can mix them
I can't wait to eat both. I mean, come on. It's chocolate. Now, I know not everybody out there loves chocolate, or some people can't have chocolate because they're allergic to it. So I'm sorry for that, because this episode's probably not for you, but it doesn't mean you can't make it for others.
So anyways, we're playing footsies behind the scenes. The first thing that we did is we've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take, I'm going to get some coconut oil. So we have coconut oil right here. And I set it out a little bit. So it is soft. I didn't even know I was like, what in the world are you doing? So we're going to take this and we're going to, for that, it's going to be 1/2 of a cup of our oil. And the nice thing about this, there's a lot of different ways. You can leave this sitting out to let it soften up. You can set it on top of the stove to soften it up. Yes. You can put it in a container and zap it in the microwave to soften it up. We can't do that at the moment. No,
and it has a really low melting point. So if you were to put some of this
even on your skin.
I mean,
but don't hold it in your hand thinking that you're going to melt it.
No, you don't want to do that for when you're baking and stuff.
That might take
But it does melt pretty easily just with body temperature. So you wouldn't, if you were to heat this up on the stove.
Dee Dee's here.
Hi, Jenny.
Dee Dee here.
Oh, Dee Dee, hi.
My cousin.
Hi, cousin.
Hello. It's her anniversary, her wedding anniversary.
Well, happy anniversary, Dee Dee.
Yes.
I hope that you're having a lovely day, and I hope the sun is shining where you are.
Most definitely. I think we might have to let Milo out because
he's protesting.
He's in the bedroom right now, and he's not very happy. And I'm sure that you guys can hear him.
He likes to be part of every episode. I told you.
Every episode, even when we're filming the episodes. So you get 1/4 cup of your coconut oil and put that into a food processor or blender. So, and then you're going to get your beans, black beans. Now I'm using a Bush's black beans seasoned recipe. You can use, you can find other low sodium ones out there too. So you want to look for a low sodium one.
What we had in the pantry. We're trying to keep up with the theme of using what we got in our pantry.
Exactly.
Pretty much what's going on with everybody on quarantine.
So this is 15 ounces, one 15-ounce can. Now, I was wrestling with it. So you're going to pour the whole thing in there, including the juices that come with it. Make sure it's in there. And then, of course, rinse out your can. And recycle it. So I need cloth. I just need to keep this nearby me so that I can, and of course, cocktail. Yes, it is. Dee Dee said it's beautiful up there. It's beautiful here. The sun is shining. Tracy, I have no idea. She wants to know why our dogs want to protest all the time. So it's just
he's a very opinionated fellow. Well,
yes. They've got 2 dogs too.
Yeah, he just likes to see what we're doing. He's nosy.
Yes.
And when he doesn't get to be, he likes to be in the center of it all. When we have a house full of guests and everyone goes home, he kind of pouts about it because it's over. He's just a very social dog.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pulse this. It would help if I turn it on. There we go. It's on. So I'm going to pulse it now. And you want to get that nice and good dancing music. Want to get that blended together. And could I have a spatula? Actually, I'll use this one over here. That's fine. So I'm just going to make sure that we're getting everything down in there. It smells good. I love this. I love the smell of black beans. I love the taste of black beans.
Yeah, it smells like beans.
You know what they say about beans?
Yes, they are that musical, magical fruit.
Yep.
We all know the song. We're not going to sing it for you because you know it.
The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better it feels. So eat beans for every meal. I did it for you.
It's such a boy thing.
Okay. So once you pump it until it's smooth, now we're going to add in sugar. What I need is, thank you. Of course, you remember mu is for sugar. So, and for the sugar, I need 1.5 cups. So, actually, no, I need a half cup because I remember we can't reach down in there.
Now the opening doesn't accommodate the 1 cup.
So, 1 cup and a half. 1.5 cups. There we go. Set that aside. And then we're going to add in our next one is, I have it written down here in front of me, chocolate chips. So we want to need our chocolate chips. So we have a Ghirardelli, 60% cacao.
Bittersweet.
And it has no dairy in it whatsoever, which is good. Dark chocolate actually is good for your body. It's really good for you. So we're putting in,
It tastes good too.
it does, 3/4 of a cup of dairy-free chocolate chips. So I'm just using my full cup. Gonna get 3/4 about right there.
Wait.
I thought I forgot something. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So you're gonna put those in there. Now what you want to do is you're gonna pulse this up, and you're gonna make sure that it's gonna get a little bumpy. Yeah, it's starting to go down. I'm going to use this to get them down in there a little bit. Oh, the smell of chocolate.
Here, let me smell that.
Filling my
The beans.
nose.
Oh,
Oops, sorry. Got a little on her nose. Sorry.
and my chin.
And her chin.
And you just wait for the pudding.
Now you can chop up the chocolate chips if you need to make them smaller before you put them in there. There we go. Yeah. They're getting sucked down in there right now. And give it a little bit more.
Hi, Milo.
And our next ingredient we're going to need is
cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder. And how much cocoa powder is that?
We're going to use 1/4 cup of cocoa powder.
1/4 cup. There we go. That's good. So 1/4 cup cocoa powder. And the one thing about cocoa powder, I was looking for it and I grabbed out the dark.
Let me grab a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Because it's not quite enough.
So
don't ever lick this by itself.
Yes. Yes.
Extremely bitter.
You don't.
Not very chocolate.
Yeah, it's a little bit bitter. So we're going to add in the rest, a little touch, just a little tiny touch. This is the dark.
And it's the special dark. I make Christmas time when I do cookies, or anytime that I'm doing cookies that require cookies. I'll make chocolate frosting, and I'll do chocolate and orange and all sorts of good stuff.
So we need a flour. We need a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, which is going to be the oink. Now, I know that when I was younger, I used to love, whenever we got brownies, it was definitely a treat. Definitely a treat. How about you?
Yes. But
How about you guys?
Well, for us, it was cinnamon rolls. It was a treat.
Well, we're making
brownies.
Brownies right now.
I know.
We'll do cinnamon rolls another time, though.
Oh, yeah,
There we
we
go.
will, for sure.
So, it takes ground flax seed. So we're going to have 1 tablespoon of ground flax seed, which I have right here. Now it's nice. I actually have my nifty little container, and I mark it. And I stick these up in the pantry. So ground flax seed, 1 tablespoon, and then 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Cornstarch. Someone's out in their little buggy.
In their Jeep.
There we go. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. You know what I think we're going to have to do? There's someone else protesting at the door.
Oh, it's Hannah.
So Hannah is protesting right now at the door, so she wants to be let out. So make sure you get all the nitty-gritties in there. So what's everyone's favorite chocolate item? I know that some people don't like a lot of chocolate.
Well, there's also white chocolate too.
Yeah.
I like white chocolate covered chocolate.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep pulsing this to get it together. I don't want to. I see a Hannah wandering around. She's milling about.
This is the batter. All the way over here. I tasted it. It's good.
Is it chocolatey?
Yeah. Really, actually,
Are you tempted?
You can't taste the beans.
Chocolate
yes.
covered pretzels and strawberries. And actually, we're going to be doing chocolate covered strawberries in one of our upcoming episodes.
Yes. Per request, my daughter, Emma. She's like, we got to do chocolate covered strawberries. I'm like, okay.
Just checking on Hannah really quick. Now it's getting a little bit thicker in here. This is good. And we're going to be putting this into a round pan. Now, normally you put it in a 9-inch square pan. I don't want to do that.
It's smart. He doesn't do that. He doesn't follow rules.
Well, I do, but I want to put it in the round pan just because of the fact that it's a spring form. And that way I don't have to try to dig them out. I can just pop it out. And then I can slice them up in nice pie-looking slices. And we can...
So this is a no stick. So do we need to spray it?
I'm still going to spray a little bit on it.
Just a little bit. make sure it comes out. It would be sad if it didn't. Then I'd be scraping it out and eating it.
She'd be digging it out with her tongue.
No. Thanks,
So-
Tracy.
Well, Tracy said you gotta tell us what she says.
Didi said, any chocolate's good chocolate. Yes, I agree with you.
Mm.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay, so next what
Never
we're
met
gonna do.
one I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. Say the same thing about a cocktail sometimes.
What?
Not about you. Oh, well, I meant wine for you. I like my cocktails. You like your wine. So now that we've got that, what we're gonna do, speaking of cocktails, cheers everyone.
What?
Mm.
Will you be Brian, right? That's the name of this?
Will you be Brian instead of will you be mine? So yes, will you be Brian? So I'm just gonna put just a little in the pan, just a tiny bit. And we're gonna put, actually I'm gonna show you guys this. Wine and brownies, Dee says, wine and brownies. So I'm going to take this and we're going to put this into our pan. Oh my gosh, honey, look at that.
Delicious.
And you're going to want to make sure you get all of the yummy chocolatey goodness in there. And I'll
Did you spray
show.
the pan?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just checking.
Did I spray the
Well.
pan? Does Carter have liver pills? It's the old one. No, I want to get. Oh no, honey. I got some on my hand.
Oh, poor you. I feel sorry for you. No.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you shouldn't.
That is
You
probably.
should never tell a lie.
That is probably seriously, some of the best brownie mix.
Oh, here's a little bit on the edge of the pan.
Oh no.
That is really good.
So I'm trying to get every little tiny bit out of
I can see
there
that.
because you know how I am.
Yes, I do.
Waste not, want not. So we're getting it all in there.
I wanted to show you our cute little Easter towels. They're Easter cats with the bunny ears.
I think I dropped a little on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Milo won't mind.
Well, I really don't want them to have chocolate. I know it's not good for them, but I don't really see it. It's kind of hard to see it on our brown tile. If chocolate drips.
Exactly.
Well, he's over here investigating. He hasn't found anything, so I don't think.
Maybe it landed on my foot where everything else lands. Don't know how that works.
Well,
Now, honey, since the kids aren't here,
oh, you're dripping
ripping
everywhere.
all over. Sounds like a personal problem. So, anyways, would you like the honors?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Normally, the kids they want to get to lick the spatulas and lick the bowls, and I know I did when I was younger. So,
Really good.
if you guys can see, I'm going to lift this up so I'm not tilting it too much. There you go. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. Okay, that is in the oven. Now I'm setting that for, it takes 30 to 35 minutes. Yes, you guys still will be here when they're done to see us eat them. I'm setting it for, I'm going to set it for 32, almost right in the middle. There we go. And, honey, do you need me to clean up anything before you take over? Yes,
a lot
it's
of work
warm in here.
tasting that chocolate. No, I think I'm probably ready to start with mine. We're going to make chocolate avocado pudding. Sounds weird, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be good.
Okay, so.
What was the temp? And here it's saying it's about 80.
Oh, the temp. I think she wants the temp of
Oh.
the stove. See what I
Well,
The temp of the stove is 350 degrees
you just,
preheated.
yeah, you just said it was hot in here, so I just immediately went to what temperature is it in the kitchen.
No, she's not blonde.
Oh, be nice. I'm hitting him for all you blondes.
So anyways, what are you gonna do?
All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna go over to the stove because I'm gonna have to melt my chocolate. I'm gonna use the same exact chocolate, bittersweet
Ghirardelli.
chips. Ghirardelli chips.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli. It's like the monster from the Black Lagoon. Ghirardelli. Did you get that joke?
So I'm using these, and what I'm doing is I'm making myself a little double boiler. I filled about, I don't know, a little less than halfway this pan. Whoops. This pan with water. Whoops. All right. So, and then I have a little tiny glass bowl. I'm going to set it over the top. It is temperature proof. You don't want to put glass up here that's not temperature proof because you're going to have an accident.
Honey, you dribbled.
Where it explodes in your face, which is not good. So then I measured out 2 ounces, which is about a fourth of a cup
It's
of the
cup.
chips.
Yep.
Quarter cup.
Now, I would recommend just doing it over here just because you're a little close to the computer right now. And I don't want to see part of the computer melt.
Wait, you don't want to melt our audience?
No.
Probably not a good thing. So I'm going to pour them into my glass bowl, and I'm going to crank my heat up. And I'm on a gas stove, so things heat quite fast. I'm going to stir it until it's completely melted.
Is there anything you want me to do while?
After that, we're going to go back to the island and use the food processor to put everything else together.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the chocolate to it and spin it all up, and then it'll be done. It's super fast. It's an easy recipe. Now, the recipe usually, like, you're going to want to use a really big one avocado. I have kind of a medium-sized avocado. So, again, using what we have in house, you could easily make a double batch of this, triple batch, depending on how many people are going to want to eat the pudding. Obviously, you're going to want to refrigerate it after, for the servings that you're not going to be eating. And if you're going to do like a cute idea is if you're going to do hors d'oeuvres for a party or anything like that, you could serve the pudding in little shot glasses. I'll show you how to top it off when we're done with the recipe. And then they could just be, if you buy like the little plastic shot glasses, then they could be disposable if you're at a party or whatnot. So that would be fun to do.
That actually sounds yummy.
All right, so my chocolate is starting to melt a little bit. This takes about 5 minutes to melt the chocolate. It's just a process you can't really speed up. Now you want to make sure when you're doing your double boiler that the actual water level does not touch the glass bowl that it's sitting in. Okay, you just want the steam from the heated water to gently heat the bottom of your bowl and melt your chocolate. Because I know you can go to the store and buy like double boilers and things like that, but if you can make your own at home, it's cheaper and you don't have to buy something separate.
I used to take a nice big container of peanut butter, and I would go sneak into the pantry when my mom had chocolate chips in there, and I would sneak somewhere, wherever I could, up to the room, our bedroom, with that container of peanut butter. I'd take the biggest spoon I could get, dig that peanut butter out, and then plunge it into the bag of chocolate chips or into whatever I had the chocolate chips. And I would just sit there and just eat that. And that was so good.
Well,
loved it.
I did something similar as a child, but my story, like I'd climb up on the counter because, my mom would keep her baking stuff in about the middle shelf of the kitchen, which was kind of high up. And I had the bittersweet baker's chocolate in the squares, and I would dip it in the peanut butter, and then I would sprinkle coconut over the top of it, and that's how I would eat it. And that was like my homemade candy bar because growing up, my folks really didn't buy soda. They didn't buy junk food. And if they did, it was like a huge treat because they just didn't do that.
We only got sodas.
We used to sneak mom's soda, and she'd get so mad. In a glass bottle, mind you. So if you're trying to sneak it quick, you'd whack your teeth.
Yes, but
front teeth. Oh, I would.
We would. The only time we got soda, we would get a bottle of Pepsi when we would go and mow the lawn. That's the only time.
So did you boys fight? He's one of 3 boys. So did you all fight over doing the lawn?
No, because generally we had the lawn was broken down into sections, so we all had to do a certain portion.
Yeah,
Of
his folks have a big lawn. It's like an acre and a half, isn't it?
Yes. Hannah, sit down.
All right, so my chocolate is starting to melt. It's not, got a few more minutes on this, but you can see it's coating my, so they're starting to go. And because this is not milk chocolate, I'm sure the melting rate is a little different than
Yes.
bittersweet chocolate because there's no milk or butter in this. It's just
Cocoa.
pressed cocoa.
Cacao. I love this stuff so much.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it smells really good in here right now, just so you guys know. And we're down to, what is it, 26 minutes or 28? I can't.
26 minutes for the brownies.
26 minutes until the brownies are done.
Mm-hmm. So, Tracy had to end up buying her own peanut butter jar. That's a good solution too, and no one can touch it but you.
I don't know. Sometimes around here, it doesn't matter what I buy. Someone always ends up sneaking.
A 15-year-old boy in the house. My daughter's not the biggest peanut butter fan, but she likes chocolate.
No, not peanut butter. I'm just talking stuff in general.
All right, show him the chocolate, honey.
Oh.
All right, it's almost. I just have a few little nubs that are partially there, but it's nice and melted.
Nubs. Okay.
Nubs.
Now, cocoa nibs and that are completely different.
Yes.
Cocoa nibs are so bitter. So I've got your area set up over here for you, honey.
Yes. So I'm letting it sit on the stove. The burner's off because I want it to stay melted because I don't want it to congeal before I add it to the blender, to the food processor. I mean. Okay. So what I'm going to do next in my food processor, I'm going to go ahead and scoop out my avocado. I'm going to put in. I'm going to be adding maple syrup and
coming through his knife.
Oops. Vanilla extract, a little bit of no salt, and vanilla. Or I said vanilla already, and a little bit of coconut milk, about 1/4 of a cup of that. And I'm going to blend them all together. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the avocado, just like I did the other day for avocado toast.
I will shake up your coconut milk to make sure that it's.
Can you tell them why you do that in the can?
Sure. Because actually, when you buy these, if you were to just pop it open, it separates in there. And when you make, like, if you wanted to do, like, make your own, like a vegan whipped cream, you would actually not shake it up. And you just take the hard part out of there, and you use that. But then it just depends on what you're making. Different ice creams use different things for vegan ice creams.
Oh yes.
Which is another thing we're going to be showing eventually.
Yeah.
Actually, in the next week or so, we have a really cool.
So you want to scoop out the whole inside of the peel. Make sure there's no avocado left, and you want to put that into your blender. Like I said, I'm using a medium-sized one. A large one is really what ideally you want to use for the recipe. All right, so now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of coconut milk.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And I might just going to do this.
You can do that.
Seems a little neater because I'll probably spill it. This is a very thick.
I'm gonna have shaken it up into make it so I'm like a whipped cream.
No, it's kind of the consistency of a frothy, like when you're making real whipped cream. When you begin that process, is kind of a frothy consistency. Okay, so now I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of maple syrup. We got vanilla. We're going to use our Michigan maple syrup.
I'm just putting this in
Just
here.
making sure this is the maple syrup and not the honey.
No, that's maple syrup.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and this helps bind everything together, obviously, and add flavor. Okay, here's the lid, hun.
Thank you.
And then for vanilla, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Again, for flavor. And literally just a pinch, small pinch of the no salt that we normally use, that salt substitute. Just a little bit in there,
Oh, Milo.
not much. Oops.
Oh!
So before I add the melted chocolate, I'm going to go ahead and pulse this just to get it blended. Let me peek.
Sorry, I had to let
Nice and smooth.
Hannah back in the room. While Milo likes to bark, Hannah's she wants in, she wants out, she wants in, she wants out, she wants in, she wants out.
She can't make her mind up. Can you take the bottom of the bowl and wipe it? It's dripping water.
Oh, I was going to say, grab the bottom. It's a little hot.
No, don't grab the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to spoon in my chocolate.
Mmm. Let's see, so you guys can see this.
Give me a second here.
I was gonna say, don't forget all the chocolate.
Oh no, I'm gonna get it all out. Just the bowl is hot, so I don't want to burn myself. Give me a minute. Careful, that's hot.
Yep, got it.
Oh. Use my coconut milk spoon to wipe every last bit off the spatula. Can't leave any chocolate behind. It'd be very lonely.
No chocolate left.
All right, so I'm going to put my top back on. And we're going to blend it.
Are you done with these? You need the spatula?
Let me peek at it. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to get you the larger spatula, honey.
You've got to see this. All right, so I'm going to try to show you what it looks like.
Oh my. I'm going to. Here you go, honey.
All right, so now we're going to scoop it in our
Do
containers.
you want to blend it one more time?
Oh, okay, I guess I can blend it one more time. He's getting everything off the sides.
Getting all the yummies and goodies. Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
It smells so yummy.
Mm.
Okay, ready?
Oh my
ready,
gosh.
ready. What?
I tasted that.
All right, we're gonna remove the
honey. That is so good.
blade. I'm excited because
18 minutes.
it's a healthy pudding. Excuse me. All right. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now you can eat this right away, which is you can see that's what we're going to do, or you can chill it for later. And there's a couple different things you can do to top this off. Like I said, if you're going to use this for maybe a little tiny dessert hors d'oeuvres for a gathering, there's a couple options that you can do. And it's really going to depend on your guest list. You know, food allergies is something you want to think about when you're serving a large group.
You know, honey, since we have a little bit of time, I have an idea.
I'm not done yet. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
So there's a couple things you can do. You have your pudding, and you can sprinkle toasted coconut over the top. Again, if you have somebody that's allergic, you definitely don't want to do that. You can also shave extra dark chocolate over the top too, if you like to do that. Being that we're doing chocolate brownies in this, I thought it would be helpful and just do the coconut.
But I have something else that I want to show really quick.
What is it?
So, if you wanted to, and we're going to spatula.
And that's what it looks like.
Okay. Don't you dare try that without me.
What?
Don't you dare try that without me. So hold on. I've got a little bit of something we can show to go that will add something. So I'm going to take a little bit of the coconut milk and I'm going to put it into a pan. Now normally you want to have bowl pan. Just like you said, you were spooning stuff when you were actually spatulating it.
Scraping it, maybe more like it.
Spatulating.
Spatulating. Is that even a word, people?
Spatulating.
What do you guys think? Dee Dee wants to know if we post our recipes.
Yes, we do.
We do. And we definitely will get these out.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of sugar to this.
To the coconut.
To the coconut milk. Now, oops, as I leave that in there. I'm going to put the moo back, and I need a whisk.
Over there. Do you want me to put the pudding in the fridge now?
Yes. Yep.
We're not going to taste it yet?
No, not yet.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk this. I put a little bit of sugar in it. And I'm going to whisk together and make a coconut whipped cream.
What?
Yeah.
Are you going to make me a pie?
I can make you a pie. So what I'm doing is I'm just whisking this up. It's just like if you were doing regular, like a heavy whipping cream, and you put sugar in there. And if you could you put just a touch of vanilla in there?
Sure.
Just a couple drops. Okay, a couple drops. It's gonna give it, so it's gonna have a nice vanilla-y, nice vanilla flavor.
Vanilla ice. Sorry. It's from our generation.
And like I said, you can put this on like an ice bath. But if you want to just taste it real quick.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we did put a little bit on our pudding. Our pudding!
That's what I was doing.
Oh,
A little bit on the pudding, and we can put a little bit on the brownies.
We can make a brownie sundae. Pudding sundae.
A pudding sundae.
I'm getting all
The
these
brownies
ideas
on
all
top.
of a sudden.
Straighten this up a little bit. Yes. I wish you guys could smell it in here and just see.
Very yummy smelling.
It is. It's probably me. I'm trying. So it's thickening up somewhat. The more air you beat into it.
We have 13 minutes on the brownies, by the way. 13 minutes.
So what I'd like if you guys could do us a quick favor, let us know really quick some of the stuff that you'd like to see us do on the show.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a vegan. I actually had a friend who said, she was like, well, are you doing anything that's not vegan on the show? And I sat there, I said, no. I said, we're gearing it towards your plant-based diets and, heart healthy. And I said, we'll do some stuff like your desserts and everything. But I said, we want to, let
Show
people
you
know.
alternative ways to make
Yeah.
it. Doesn't mean you obviously can't make it the way you want.
Right.
But it's kind of a challenge. If you send something in, some ideas, see if you can veganize it, and we can taste test it to see if it passed the test. Because a lot of times people will get a little hung up on the fact that we're not using meat or animal byproducts. But
Can you get a spoon?
honestly, he makes really good stuff that doesn't have any of that in there, and I don't miss it. I mean, I do still eat meat, but not as much as I used to.
So, got a little bit of a spoonful.
That's really, really good. It reminds me.
That is so
The
good.
flavor, what's weird with the coconut and the sugar, because he's whipping so much air in it, it almost has like a flavor that you would taste in a flan. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it's probably the vanilla I'm getting. It's a very smooth consistency, so yes. And I'm wondering if you froze this, would it be more of an icy texture or?
Well, I would. You can throw it in the fridge. Throw it in the freezer. I wouldn't completely freeze it.
But you could chill it and maybe make it a little thicker if you wanted to.
Well, it will lose some of the air in it over time. So
yeah, because it will eventually leave the mixture air.
So what I'm going to do? So I'm going to stick this in the fridge for right now, and then we're going to check on.
Yes, we're down to 10 minutes for the brownies.
Yay!
Oh, your mom loves flan too. Yes, it's
We're
very
gonna
yummy.
make some flans.
We will.
So I'm going to turn the light on real quick. Oh my gosh, honey.
Oh, thanks, Tracy. I hope you do.
Just let him peek real quick. You just turned it. There we go. Look at that. Not going to let all the hot air escape from there. But just really quick, in some of our upcoming episodes that we're going to be doing, we've got a lot planned. We've been sitting around doing recipes. Like I said, we have a cocktail. We're going to be doing cocktails using items. It popped in my head. And it's like, let's use items that we have in our pantry, just that someone could run up and grab out of there. Because I'm sure that everyone has, pickles or olives or, a lot of those stuff. Or beans, exactly, if we're using beans. So, right now during these times, it's, we're going to look back on these videos years down the road. We're going to sit there and things will definitely change. But Dee Dee says, yes, we try to stay away from the carbs, mostly veggies, and they do a white meat.
Yeah, lean white meat or.
Yeah, we went out. Let me show real quick. We grabbed a couple things. Yes, we did a little quick shopping. It was a run in the store, grab what we could. Well, I did.
Sanitize everything in, during, and out.
And that's home. Another thing too, people, when you guys are getting stuff in the store, make sure that you're bringing it home, and wear gloves.
Well, devote a countertop that you're going to place your groceries on, and wipe everything down with disinfectant. That's in a container, cover package. And then with the fruits and vegetables, what we've been doing is we've been, we fill a sink of hot soapy water. We scrub them down, we rinse them really well, and then let them air dry before you put them in. So it's just another layer of protection. So if you are buying fresh fruits and vegetables, that's what we've been doing before we eat them, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, so lots of fruits and vegetables, good stuff, lots of vitamins,
Tricia can't have
minerals.
Corn, unfortunately.
Yeah, corn doesn't like me. I miss that, but it's all good. I'll sneak bites of cream of corn once in a while. But yeah.
I don't have any cream corn, honey.
I know. I don't even think you can
I have the eggplant.
Yes, I'm sure we're going to be doing some more grilling. Yep.
Yes.
All right, we're down to 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
with the
We're getting
brownies.
close. And then, so that's just some of the other ideas for some of our episodes. So we're doing quarantine cocktails.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing a gnocchi recipe. And then we're actually going to be doing segments. Tricia, tell us a little bit about the Greenhouse Club, about where the Greenhouse Club came from.
My love of gardening.
Well, I mean, back in the day when you did the Greenhouse Club.
Oh, well, I for those of you that don't know, I do teach middle school science. And for many years, I did run a greenhouse club. And it was a lot of fun. It was an after-school club. And I taught the kids how to, grow things from seed. And at the end of our growing season, we would sell what we grew, the flowers and things like that for Mother's Day. It's a fundraiser to put back into the program. So just bringing my love of gardening to show kids how to do that, to show them where our food comes from. We had a lot of fun. We did a Made in Michigan party, and we learned how to stain fabric, and we made a quilt out of patchwork that was stained from plant materials. It was a lot of fun.
So we are going to be doing some segments also in here for the Greenhouse Club, where Tricia's going to show you guys different little fun tips and tricks for out in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually going to go through the summer gardening, showing you guys, how to do certain things along the way. I know that here in Michigan, we are stuck now just having to order our stuff online. But thankfully we grabbed some seeds.
Along the way, being the gardener that I am, early on, I was already starting to grab seeds a while before all of this came down.
So we've got seeds. So we've got, and
we
we've
have
showed
flowers,
some of
we have
these.
vegetables.
But I know that in Michigan and in some states right now, they don't consider these to be an essential item.
So getting them at the store is going to be harder. But it doesn't mean you can't order them from seed companies online. A lot of the seed companies also will ship you live plants depending on where you're located in the United States. And they go by your frost zones. So here in Michigan, we're zone 6. So usually they won't ship the live plants to you until they know it's safe for you to start planting them. So probably in 2 weeks, I'm going to start my cold crop seedlings outside. But you don't have to have a garden plot, and you can do patio containers. You can repurpose the things that you have at home. Ooh, it's pudding time. So lots of really cool things that we're going to show you how to do that are not really difficult to do, and they help you repurpose everything.
Would you like a dollop?
Oh, yeah. All right.
So we do have a bunch of stuff coming up show-wise, and we've got
4 minutes,
4 minutes
for the brownies.
So a dollop?
Yes, please. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I can't wait. So I get it.
All right.
It is so good. So it has that has a good coconut vanilla flavor.
It does. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you, I use natural maple syrup in the recipe. If you want to use the processed maple syrup, that's fine too. That actually would probably thicken up. You're putting a little bit more. Mine is thick as it is, but it would also, obviously thicken that up a little bit more.
That's how thick it is.
Yep. Sticks on the spoon.
So.
Oh, yes. We can support our local hardware stores and gardening. Absolutely.
So that's what Tracy said. Support your local hardware stores and places where you can get your gardens and everything or get your gardening needs.
That and a small box store or mom and pop store.
Yes,
for sure.
So, ready?
All right, you ready? Yeah. That is insanely good. Oh my gosh, the coconut too.
I know.
Makes the chocolate even more powerful.
I swallowed a piece got stuck in my throat.
The coconut. But no, that's so good.
So it has a
I don't
crunch
think
factor.
I'm ever gonna. Well, with the coconut, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna buy store-bought pudding.
And that's just an avocado.
Yeah, it's an avocado with stuff
Oh
that you
my
have in your
gosh.
pantry.
Mm.
Small greenhouses too. Yes, we have a couple local ones nearby that we love to go to. They're family ran.
There you go. Oh, I hope it tasted good.
Wow, and this is not overly sweet. This serving size, like the perfect size, because it is rich. It's very flavorful, very chocolate.
We cheated on our dinner. We didn't have dinner yet.
Well, this might be my dinner.
This is so good.
I'm getting my vegetables in.
And your fruits, veggies.
Well, technically, an avocado is a fruit because its cedar pit is on the inside of it. But it is a stone fruit, just like peach or plum, nectarine. Oh my gosh, guys. Seriously, if you like chocolate, you've got to try this recipe. I
am tapping oh my gosh, this is so good. I will say.
I think his dad would like this too. His dad loves those sweets.
I will say by far, this is the best chocolate pudding I have ever had.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not.
Brownies.
Okay, so I'm gonna look.
Here's some hot pads.
Oh my gosh. So let me try a toothpick. So what you want to do?
Toothpick test.
So you guys test when you bake something. You want to test it to make sure. Well, not when you bake everything. When you're baking like a cake, a brownie. For this one, insert a toothpick in it. My mouth is just, my taste buds are exploding right now. Insert the toothpick, and when it comes out clean, then you're good to go. Nope, got a few more minutes. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. I don't know. Is there any more pudding left, or is it just made? That's all it made?
No, that's all it made. Because I only had a medium-sized avocado. Now, like I said, if you were making this for a party, you would put it in little tiny shot glasses, and then people could just eat as a little hors d'oeuvre type thing or a little dessert. But you could easily double it, quadruple it. When the kids are home, I'm going to have to make
we're going to have to have an avocado
batch.
tree out back to get ours.
I really wish we could grow those in our zone, but we really don't.
All right, Tracy, we'll see you. Check back and check the rest of the video out.
All right.
She's heading off.
Yes, have a good Zoom
but
call
the rest
with your
of
family.
you guys are here.
You guys have a great night too.
Oh my God.
Yes, Dee says you have to be careful planting up there too early. Yes. The other day I had to bug the plant, and then we had that snow come in, and it reminded me, nope, it's too early to plant even my cold crop seeds right now. I gotta wait. Definitely have to wait for the frost and the snow and the ice storms to clear out of the state. I know that they're calling for like thunderstorm due to get hit with some snow, like a foot of snow, they said. I know. Yeah, it's Michigan.
You know, something else. No, so quick. And what she did is you want to explain how you made this?
Yeah, this is just toasted coconut. So I just got the sweetened regular coconut you get for baking, and I took out a small fry pan that's no stick. And I just plop some in there like I did my sesame seeds in my other episode. And I move it around with a spatula, shake the pan a little bit until it's nice and toasted. It's golden brown. I'm going to let it sit to cool completely. And once you do that, it's very crunchy. And it's easy to sprinkle on stuff.
Well, see, what I was thinking.
It caramelizes it, so the flavor is more intense.
You could take and make like some truffles. Chocolate truffles, and roll them in there. And I was just because I was thinking truffles, chocolate going along with everything else that's chocolatey that we're having today.
Yes.
So that has a couple more minutes.
Waiting for
Left.
the brownies. Waiting for the brownies.
That is really good.
It is.
I just want a little bit more.
Anyway, so I hope you guys try the brownies. Again, not real hard to make. You just blend it all together and bake it.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that is so good. Don't forget your cocktail, honey.
Oh, and these are things you don't have to be feeling completely guilty about because you're adding in your vegetables,
Well, the dark-
fiber, proteins, vitamins from the avocado.
and the
beans.
The
I mean-
chocolate too has very good health quality.
Yeah, and it's dark chocolate. It's bittersweet, so it doesn't have a lot of sugars. Now, granted, for the natural maple syrup, you just have those natural plant sugars. You're not adding like corn syrup and processed sugars, so you can keep it really healthy. And that's the way to do it if you can.
Open it up, and we can. And if I need to set it back in, but I think
I think you should be good. I
it should
mean,
be good. So, plus, who doesn't like a really ooey, gooey,
brownie.
chocolatey dripping brownie?
I don't
So-
know.
Here we go. I got this guy. Lay it there, so you can see that. Now I'm going to another pad
Do
here.
you want to put the cooling rack underneath it?
Actually, yes, we'll
Let
get
me
that. I'm gonna get the cooling rack. Tricia is, and then we get this popped open. Okay. Too late. We already got it. All right. So, oh my.
Oh boy. Oh yes, we're gonna have to let it sit for maybe a few minutes to cool a little bit. It's a little warm yet, so it doesn't fall all
Well,
the way
you know
apart.
what?
It looks very moist and very delicious.
What I'm
Sorry,
gonna
I'm
do, though,
singing at you, but I do that when I'm happy.
Let me get a.
He's getting a plate. He's got the plate for you. That's what Mr. Chef Man does. So what kinds of desserts are you guys, we want to hear what kind of desserts are you going to maybe be having with each other, your families for Easter or even for the week? I would like to hear ideas of what you guys like to do as a family. Because like I said, anything chocolate you can't go wrong with. Always cutting it. All right, let me get the spatula.
There we go. Kind of get it under there.
The bottom has a little lip on it.
It's also still.
Very warm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
So,
I want to show you. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's nice and moist underneath
And
that
moist.
top layer.
now else we can do is if you want to get 2 forks. I'm going to.
Oh my. Our dinner is so blown by now. For sure. It's going to be our dinner.
Milo. Here you go. It's not gonna hurt.
Oh, Milo likes coconut milk.
So what this is doing, since it's so hot, this is breaking down the coconut milk topping. But oh my gosh,
Don't burn your mouth.
no!
Here we go.
Mm.
Ah. You cannot tell there's beans in this at all.
No.
It tastes just like a brownie you'd make out of a box, but better. It's got a lot of the texture is just, what would you say it is?
Gooey.
It's gooey, but not to the point where it sticks to your teeth. Probably because it's still warm, but it's airy too, if that makes sense. It's not super cakey. It's airy and gooey. I don't know, but it's very good brownie chocolate taste that you want.
So good.
Oh my gosh, you're definitely all gonna have to try both recipes. You will not be disappointed at all.
Let's save the last piece for you. So anyways, 2 great recipes today. We had your vegan fudgy black bean brownies and your chocolate avocado pudding. Both were superb. Excellent. It tastes so good. I like gooey over it. Yeah, it's gooey. It is so good. Yummy and gooey.
Very delicious.
So check back with us soon. We're going to be doing a lot of work over the next week, trying to get a bunch more videos for you guys. We're going to be doing more live at 5s. I know that Tracy had said that she would love to see us do an apple pie or apple cobbler. So we're actually going to do an apple cobbler coming up using Granny Smith apples. And we're going to have an apple day. Might make like an apple teeny or an apple cocktail to go
apple
along
treats.
with it.
Yeah.
So guys, come back and see us. Subscribe. If you have friends that you want to get these recipes out to, have them come check us out. The more subscriptions we have, the more subscriptions we have, the better it drives word out there about what we're doing. And we'd love to, share all these recipes and yummy goodness with you guys.
And there's less guilt with the meals that you're making. It's healthy for you. Get your kids and family to try different things. Plus, I mean, we all get in our own cooking ruts. You get sick of cooking the same 7 meals a week. Gives you something to try that's different and involve the whole family when you're cooking.
Yep. And happy Easter to you too.
Happy
Edie.
Easter to everybody.
Happy Easter, everyone. You're welcome, Jen. Thank you guys for checking us out, and we look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. And much love. Happy Easter.
Yep. And we'll give them hugs for you.
Yes, we definitely will. So we'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Take care. Happy Easter.
And remember, enjoy food from Make My Food Awesome. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.